Educator and author of All Good in the Hood, Dwayne Reed, took to his IG page about being considered the cool teacher. Now, he says being the cool teacher doesn't mean you're trying to be friends with your students. It doesn't mean you're trying anything. You're just being yourself. And he goes on to say if you are a cool person, being the cool teacher will just come naturally. Don't sweat it when the haters come to hate. It's jealousy. They're jealous that your authentic self draws kids in. And they might also be jealous of the confidence you have to simply be yourself. Now, if your students like it, use it to your advantage with classroom management. And it's not your fault people like being around you or love engaging at high levels with you. Maximize this and do you fam. So you guys, let's talk about this because, there's a phrase that's been going around, into our schools of being considered the cool teacher. What's your guys' take on being considered a cool teacher? Do you like that term?
No problem being a cool teacher. Me, my grandmother is a teacher, so I hear her go off about that all the time
Yeah.
because she's an old school teacher. She's the one that gives homework every night. She's the one that just be there for the children and provides assistance and guidance as the child needs it, right? So there's maybe cool teachers that play movies in the classroom or let the kids slide with no homework for a day. The things like that really tick her off. I ain't gonna lie to you. Stuff like that. But I have no problem with being a cool teacher because I feel like kids are more leveled these days. They're more strategically leveled to where you have to open yourself up for them to let you in as their teacher. You know what I'm saying? You spend a
Yes.
whole year with them. You spend a whole 180 days with them. 195, depending on different states. So you really have to level in with that student.
You guys know I've been talking about it every season on this show. You have to have a relationship with your students. I'm sorry. If you want that connection, if you want to be considered that cool teacher, you want to have that relationship, that bond, you have to start off from the start at the beginning of the school year because we
Oh
all
yeah.
know teachers, we all know that if you don't, start it from the start, it's going to be bumpy between you and that student all year round. And you want to know why? Because you haven't, set the foundation as a whole class. So it
Mhm.
starts from there. And then with me, being I'm myself, when I step into the classroom, I will be considered, I want to be that cool teacher. Now, I am going to have, set some boundaries in my classroom, some expectation, but I'm going to be that cool teacher that will, letting my students come, they can come to me, and ask me, about anything that they feel uncomfortable talking with their parents or whatever. They can come to me because I am willing to listen because that is your job as a classroom teacher. We have to listen to our students. We have to hear their opinions because if we always just shut them out, then what's the purpose of, getting, how can we get feedback from them if we just always shun them out of one stupid thing that they have to say? Well, let's hear them out. Let them finish. If you don't like it, that's fine. At least let them
Yeah.
finish their thought. They're just okay, we're not going to do that. Okay, wait a minute. What do you mean we're not going to do that? You didn't let that student finish. So it starts from there. And being considered, I hate this term here. Uh, our students being best friends with their teachers. That's no, they're your teacher for a reason. You have best friends, which is your classmate, not your teachers. I'm sorry with that. So